was asked a question about how do you plan the timing for your classes when you're just busy writing your class plan. Well, in general, I consider planning my classes around 6 different areas. So the first one is the warm-up. Now, although that comes first in my class plan, it is the last thing that I design. Then I consider what abdominal exercises I want to do, which exercises are going to work legs, arms, hips, ribs will be my next phase. So that's the third, so I'm halfway through. Then I consider extension work, because usually I strip that out because it is almost a standalone piece in a lot of what we're doing. We have to make time to come onto the tummy. Then my 5th category is usually around a specific integration exercise. So an exercise that I build the whole class up to so that people can be really successful at doing that class. And then the final piece is the cool down. So, we might do a bit of stretching, or we might be doing some more breath work, or we might doing some balance challenge. It just depends on time of day. In terms of each of those categories, my warm-up will probably take about 15 minutes. I always consider the abdominals around 5 to 8 minutes. The bulk of my class, where I'm looking at the shoulders and the hips and the spinal mobility and all that kind of thing, will probably take up about 20 minutes. So now we're looking at about, let's say, 20, 35, 40 minutes, and then the last 20 minutes will go 5 minutes for extension, about 10 minutes maybe for my integration. I might have a couple of exercises that I'm doing there, and then obviously the cool down, which will take 5 to 8 minutes there again. So those are not set in stone. I don't necessarily always get to everything, but that helps you just to plan your class. And if you're sort of running a dummy class for yourself and you're practicing, you can see if it sort of fits into those categories. Now, obviously, whenever you walk into the class, things change. So you might have to change and implement things differently on the day. But in terms of your class planning, that is what I would suggest you sort of allocate the time for